OpenAI released Agent Builder 3 weeks ago, and within 6 hours, everyone uploaded tutorials. We didn't. Not because we're slow, because we wanted to break it first. We spent past weeks building with it, breaking it, stress testing real use cases. Now, I'm ready to show you what actually matters without overwhelming you. What's working good, what's not working, so you don't need to waste hours figuring out the issues that are not your fault, but are OpenAI team's fault. Here's the part nobody's talking while they rush to how-to videos. Who's going to pay you for this? Today we'll answer that with execution, not theory. Part 1, 15 minutes technical walkthrough, every node, every feature, no flub, you'll understand the whole platform as is by minute 15. And part 2, 3 sellable use cases. I'll show you exactly what to build and who buys it. And the funny thing is, I read the comments under other Agent Builder video. Why are they always going on vacation and demos? Can you show me something actually useful? You know, people are tired of travel bot demos. They want business outcomes they can ship right away this week. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build OpenAI agents fast, 3 real offers clients actually will pay for. This is not a tutorial, it's a blueprint to your first sale. Right, I want to move very fast. By minute 15, you'll have the canvas, notes, and logic down cold. Then we will turn that into something very cool. Let's build, okay? There's a reason why this tool matters, is most creators treat AI like just content. Execution squad, we treat it like an infrastructure. You know, Agent Builder, this platform isn't just another playground toy. It's how non-technical builders can now create production-grade logic system without writing a single line of code. I mean, in fact, there is N8N. So I guess the question is this better than N8N? I guess we're about to find out, right? So you're not guessing what to type, you're visually mapping how intelligence flow. That's a real shift. So you can think of this as ChatGPT meets Notion automation, if you know how Notion works. It is a drag and drop visual canvas where each node represents one logical step at a time, from reasoning to external API calls to output. You can design entire workflows, customer support. For this one, it was a planner or internal dashboard or data copilot. It lives in customer service like this. The funny thing about this, it is part of OpenAI, but it's not in ChatGPT. That makes sense. So when you go to ChatGPT, you won't be able to find it here, meaning it lives in OpenAI's playground, not GPTs, not ChatGPT. Even if you're non-technical, you can see how your agent thinks in real time for this one. As you have more control, I want to just talk to you about how this is different from GPTs. Still Canva. Okay, you know, GPTs are fast but fragile. One long prompt, no structure, no visibility. Agent Builder kind of flips that. You can track, tweak, and control every reasoning step. You can visualize logic like an operator debugging a system. That's why this is the biggest upgrade for agency owners and a lot of people who's interested in AI automations, who wants to learn N8N, but N8N seems quite difficult for those people. And this is a simplified version of it, but still you can do a lot of things. You can build systems you can sell, not just chatbots you can show off, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is having more control converts creativity into reliability and also more revenue. Okay, so Agent Builder, let me go back and go to dashboard. This is going to be the first screen that you will be looking at when you're in the OpenAI platform. It connects with ChatKit, a new design layer for creating branded chat interface. So for example, I have made 2 chat prompts already, but here you can create your own. The funny thing about this, where you can just type whatever and it will expand your ideas and turn that into a massive long prompt like this. But if you don't like this long prompt, you can simply click on this optimize button and hit optimize, and it will optimize right away like this. And since I'm not going to do this, I'll exit. When you're done updating, you can update, publish, and using this, you can, when you turn this into JavaScript and HTTP format, you can use this in your website as a chatbot. But that's for later. I'm just explaining. And there's also Widget Builder. Funny thing, this one also lives in other. Oh, sorry, I may have explained to you some wrong concept here, meaning that this is a chat prompt. And when I mean by the chat that you can tweak the look of it, appearance, is actually this website. I mean, it's the same part of OpenAI, but it lives in different address, you know? Here, playground, which you can turn this into dark light. I'll do light, accent. I want to turn this button into red. There we go. Grayscale, since I like shade, more shade. I want light green. Yep, something like that. It's not really green. Anyway, you can also change the typography and style, many things. You have a lot of control over this. Okay, so now widget builder. Here you can create a widget and implement that into your agent builder as an output. So instead of giving you the when you do this, it gives you a text form output, right? This is a text form output. And here, whoops, the widget output basically means it will give you output as in widget format. Yeah, type, I guess. So these are all uploaded from OpenAI team, not by other users. So something you can get inspiration from. And here, components, how you should use it, icons, new widget. If you want to type blah, 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 it'll basically expand it into better idea and turn that into a widget. Okay, let's come back. I already explained about the chat prompts. And next one is agent builder. I'll move on to the agent builder. Before I actually move on to the agent builder section, there's something that I want to show you of that I promised already, what you can actually sell with it. Let me pull up this Figma. I have prepared 3 sellable things that you can actually take inspiration from. So life audit agent, your digital life analyze, optimize, the auditor, cross-platform life intelligence audit agent. Your life is scattered across Gmail, WhatsApp, Instagram, DM, Twitter, Slack, LinkedIn, and calendar. You're drowning in commitments you've forgotten, opportunities you've missed, and relationships you've neglected. Connected platforms, this much, how it audits your life, ingests everything, connects to all the platforms via APIs, whatever, categorize and analyze, deliver insights. Commitment relationship, for example, if there's a bill that's due, too overdue, or there's a subscription that's about to expire in 2 days, but you never use it, then, it will tell you. Okay, that's one. There's another one, smart wallet agent. Your money tracked, optimized automatically. The accountant. Budgeting is boring. Manual spreadsheets fail. You have no idea where your money actually goes until you are broke. By the time you check your bank account, it's too late. So data sources are bank CSV like Neo, Coho, and email receipts. Well, simple. And how it tracks your money, file search, transform, turn that in, pull data from the resources, data sources, turn that into formats. Now categorizing, spending, visualize, and create the alert. And it kind of turned into a financial advisor and coaching, which is pretty cool, I think. Live dashboard, money left this month, and spending alert. Hey, you've hit 130% of your food budget. Slow down, champ. Cook tonight? Something like that. Okay, the next one, very typical. This is so hyped right now. I wouldn't want to say it's hype. It's just not really set in stone in this world at the moment. It's something new, right? Local AI receptionist. Never miss a customer, never hire a receptionist. The receptionist. Small business cannot afford developers with full-time staff. You are a barber, dentist, or salon owner cutting hair while customers text asking, are you open? You miss calls, you lose bookings, you lose money. Are you following up your customers? Are you sending reminders? Blah, blah, blah. How are you trading no-shows? It's perfect for these or trace people. How it works, collects inbound messages, classifies customer intent using logic nodes, and takes action. It takes actions automatically, whether it is the booking or reschedule, cancellation, Gmail integration. It escalates when needed, right? So here is a bit of an example. Live conversation. Hey, can I get a haircut tomorrow around 2 p.m.? Agent is processing. Why is this so? The resolution is kind of okay. Anyway, AI receptionist, perfect. Blah blah blah. Hey, you'll receive confirmation email. See that, things like that. Very typical. You guys probably heard of it. It's just whether or not you take action to get the first step to sell. Discover if this is even their problem. Right. Anyway, let's get out here. And every one of that I just showed you here can be built inside Agent Builder. So no extra code that you need to do. And they're all execution first offers, like I just mentioned. Small, specific, testable, and profitable. Clarity really sells faster than complexity. So make it very, very simple. All right, I like to dive in. We are already in the platform. Let's move on to the templates that OpenAI teams uploaded here. These are pre-templates that you can just use, but I want to break it down some things. So on the left panel, all the node types, core, tools, logic, data, and middle canvas. Drag and drop, connect your logic, and top right, preview, publish, and also you can export the code. Let's create our first agent. Okay. You can, by the way, so per project, you can only have 1 star node. You cannot copy and paste this, but the other things you can copy many times. Okay, and this note right there, which you can drag and drop here, this does nothing. It's just for yourself, a better explanation of what the node is doing. That's what it's doing here. And basically Asian, it works pretty much the same as the GPT, this one. But you have more control, which you can change the model, reasoning, tools, you can connect with MCP, output format, text, JSON, or widget, like I just talked to you earlier. More, you typically do not touch this at all, so don't worry about it. And there's file search. Think of it as a knowledge base. Guardrails, actually, I'll go through one at a time, a little more detail. So this guardrail, this keeps your system safe. If somebody's trying to abuse it, this will keep you safe from it. Filters out, like hallucinations and things like that, or you don't want somebody's bank information, but then, yeah, things like that. It will be filtered out if you configure this here. Personal information or moderation, it's obviously about, hate speech, to where jailbreak is literally somebody's trying to get the system prompt out of you and it will block, right? And okay, now why don't we actually go back to our Threesellable things? And I actually built one of these just as a demo version, but then this one right here, life audit agent, I've already talked to you about. It's already built here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through what each step is doing and how you can interpret it as your own language. Explain it in a way that even 17 years old can understand, okay? The reason about why I decided to build this is, like everyone's hyped about enterprise agents and corporate copilots, like travel demos, e-commerce agents. Not many people have e-commerce store. I mean, not many people who's actually profiting off from it. So that doesn't really resonate with many people. So what about normal people? That's what I thought, like the ones drowning in unread emails, half-finished projects, and guilty reminders. I'm talking about people who has tried something in their life and still stuck, still trying to do something, but then I don't think they need automation, they need awareness. That's what this is. The life signals agent. It does not automate your business, it audits your life in general, in a very deep angle. So I have 6 different nodes. It may seem like there are more than 6, but start and end node does not count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so the start node, what it does, basically, very simple, wakes the agent. And here is a guardrail. I've already mentioned this. I don't want anybody to abuse this. And also I don't want people to know about my system prompt, which I'm just giving it away right now. And here is a time range agent. Here I have this as instruction, very simple. You're a warm, helpful life signal agent, do your job, blah, blah, blah. And here you can toggle the option of including chat history or not. I typically just turn it on. Model, you can select anything, but I like to stay on 4.1 or 4.1 nano because they're the fastest and also the token consumption is less. Tools, funny thing, you can connect with your ChatKit or MCP server or file search. Like I said, file search, you can think of this as a knowledge base, vector store. When you go to vector store, storage is a storage like a cloud. So I have already, I don't know what this is. I'll delete this. The first one over here, which is this one, is our execution squad's philosophies and knowledge base, everything about us, and we're constantly updating it. And here, copy the ID, come back, paste the ID, click on it, select. There, you now have the access to knowledge base. But I do not want this to be here in the time range node. Forget about this. And there are 3 different types. If I output this into text, that means I cannot use this conditional nodes because it's expecting numbers, because we're trying to gather data from users, past activities, behavior, DMs, or whatever. So it has to be number, meaning that it cannot be text-based. That's why here I had output format as just time range, which you can just add property, you can do whatever, name it whatever you want. Also this, name it whatever you want. Type as number, not string or array object, okay? And it basically, JSON it looks like this. You don't have to know more about this. So if else, since it's outputted into JSON format, if else condition is gonna work, fine. Meaning, if I want to delete the last one, let's do it again. Else if here, I want the time range to equal to 300. Oh, 300 days. And now if a person wants to look back the past 7 days, 30 days, 60, 90, 120, 180, 300 days, they have the options, but these are the only option, which is 7 options. And if user mentions something else, then I just connected this to chillbots that I named it. I just wanted to vibe with the user in responses, match their tone, energy, and conversational style, aiming to create a relaxed, friendly, whatever, And if user asks about their life or, some things, if they complain about something, they're like, I can do life audit for you. Do you want to go give it a go? how far do you want to go back? 7, 30, 60, 90, and output format is there. These output formats, it may seem like very complicated for some, but you know, like everybody know how to use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT and also use Claude to generate that output. So you just dump your ideas and make it do the generate output. Yeah, you know, I'll delete this. And okay, so if user kind of never gives the response that is between the 7 answers, 7, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, 300, then it's gonna just go back and forth constantly, endlessly, unless my API credit runs out. So if the user answers, okay, why don't we do 60 days? Then it goes to the other node here. Now the output was this one, input, output, parse, time range. The JSON format, same format, now goes into here and chatbot. Now, here in the instruction, you are a data gathering agent that reads the user's Gmail message over the last how many days? If user says 7, it'll be 7, 60, 60, right? Model, everything same. But here, now, as the name's already kind of giving you the sense, idea, here's where you connect your MCP server, Gmail or whatever. If you want to connect Twitter APIs or WhatsApp, then go to server and get your APIs, label it as WhatsApp, whatever, and connect it from there. Yep. And also it outputs it as a JSON format because I have this properties. I named it as life signal, and there are categories, which is a finance, categorized into finance, growth, social, work, health, personal, right? And you can see the advanced. It looks like this. If you want to make something like this, just dump your idea into ChatGPT, get that output as a text, and put it in here, and it will literally do its job and make this kind of setup. Not perfect, but it works. That's how I did it. Okay, you don't have to touch this part. And since name is life signal, output JSON format. Now on the right side, there's a transform node. Transform node is this can turn the JSON format into other type and goes back to the other agent. The reason why I put it here over here is I noticed that I couldn't really use string or array type variables here. So if I disconnect this and if I do this, there's an error, which means the reason why is now this is not working because I disconnected with this. Add context. As you can see, array is grayed out. Object arrays, most of them are grayed out, and except the from the life signal extractor is the text string variable. Variable is the one that once it receives. Yeah, that's why I put a transform node here. So it kind of converts the format. I'm sure you guys know the difference between MP3, MP4, you know, like different file formats. And it basically converts things that are compatible and not compatible. So now it becomes compatible. Everything is the same. And the output, or the instruction here, you're a life audit agent with execution squad philosophy and tone. The reason why I added there is because I have a knowledge base connected to this life audit agent node. And when this is done, pretty much it generates the output. Yes, why don't we give it a try? Hey, what's up, Doug? Okay, hey, not much, just vibing. What's up with you? Need a life audit? I'm just here to chat it up. Life audit, what is that? As you can see on the left side, it's doing its job right. Basically, a life audit is blah, 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 right? How far should we look? Let's do 30 days. Come on. Right, I forgot about that. I forgot to connect it with my Gmail account. So this is kind of a tell me there's nothing at all, right? Here, life signal extractor is where you connect your Gmail MCP and other MCP. I think I forgot while I was explaining to you about the other webhooks you can connect to. Gmail and access token. Get your access token if you don't know. Here, when you Gmail command F, there are 3 options here. Click on the first one. You don't need everything. All you need is the read only. That's the only one. Or this one, but authorize APIs. Now, I have so many emails, right? Daniel's in, authorize, exchange authorizing codes for tokens, 200, okay, that means it's working. Go back to step 2, and this is your access token, but this is only temporary, meaning after 3,600 seconds, it will expire and you have to get a new one. So if you want a longer solution, this is not the way you do it. You have to set up a own credential and set up your client ID and go from there, right? That's for later, I guess. Anyway, Command C, and when you come to step number 3, you're gonna want to check if it's actually working or not. So here, I do have quite a few. This command, you can find it here, but I don't have time, right? Sorry. Close, send the request. This has to be get, since you are just reading from Gmails, not the other way around, right? So send request, 200, okay, here are your emails. Every ID here is the email, inbox per single email. Anyway, it worked, and go back to step 2, access token copy, Control C, come back to here, copy and paste, connect. Let's see, the funny thing is this will not work, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, so unable to load tools. I've had this problems quite a while, and this is not your fault. This is most 100% OpenAI's not fixing this. I mean, they try to fix it, but when they fix it, other things broke, so they had to roll it back. Anyway, so I'll show you error when attempting to connect my remote MCP new agent builder. You're unable to load tools for the server. And that was 23 days ago. Here, experiencing the same thing, same issue, custom headers, something to fix right away, same issue, right? Okay, did this guy even pull up the developer mode then? Yeah, it's clearly not your fault, and there's nothing you can do about it, but something that time will fix, obviously, right? Anyways, that way I cannot really connect it right now. Such a stupid mistake. I don't know. Maybe they can fix it. Right, so if there's a takeaway that I want to talk to you about is you don't need AI to make you faster. You need AI to make you see. This life signal agent can help you see your invisible data patterns, the habits that drive your life. That's what we mean by execution, right? Build, observe, reflect, refine. And also, like, you need to test it right away. Test and build with user feedback. Observe, refine, reflect, iterate, so on, right? So reflection is a real ROI in my case, okay? In our case, it's not just a new tool, it's a new medium for builders to turn something that you can turn logic into sellable system. Very simple, right? You don't need to wait for clients. You can build, test, and sell useful agents right away this week when the MCP issue has been resolved. Anyway, if you follow the execution squad rhythm with us, then you're pretty much set, you know? Yeah, so don't chase AI trends, really. There are so many tools coming out, and there are only a handful of companies that will survive in the next 5 to 10 years. So anyway, we break it, rebuild it, and showed you how you turn it into proof people can actually pay for it, right? This was OpenAI Agent Builder, and I'm sure the execution part is what's blocking you the most. You may not know where to start, how it works, how to outreach properly. You are just stuck in learning for 6 months straight, and that's why Chris put together a workshop that is 100% free, where he's going to reveal things that you have been wondering about. Plus, one lucky participant will get one-on-one coaching at the end of the workshop. Where do you sign up? Link in the description or pinned comment down below. And again, this was OpenAI Agent Builder.